show. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for Mom and Dad for sticking to us together, 'cause we don't know how. You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it if there's nothing at all. We've been together, oh, we've been together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. It's what they say is, then what makes love obsession? So why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why,
What's up, cuties? Happy Thursday to you guys. Shout out to the cutie crew in the building, the cutie mods, and all of you cuties. Hey, Deborah. How are you? Hey, Yvonne. Welcome. I got a couple topics, so I think I'm going to go ahead and jump right on in. But shout out to the cutie mods as well. I see Aunt Debbie. I see Teresa. I see Linda Gamble. Thank you, ladies, so much for modding for me. Happy birthday to a cutie sister, Fifi. We love you, sis. Happy birthday to you. And yeah, I'm smiling because I see Fifi's face in my head ever since that cutie crew invades Las Vegas. So happy birthday again, sis. Cutie crew, don't forget tonight. Miss Wynn will be coming to us with her expertise on mental health as far as tools and all of that. And look, I'll just say this. The worst thing is untreated mental illness. So, Cutie Crew, make sure that you are there because, you know, you may recognize some signs within yourself or possibly family members or whatever the case may be, but tools that we can use going forward. I cannot wait. All right. Hey, Jacqueline, how are you? Thank you, Rain. Yes, it's Titi's birthday. All right, guys, we're going to get right into it because as I mentioned, I got a couple. Why is this like this? Hot topics. And I want to make sure that we get through them. Actually, I got too many of them. I have more. Why is this like this? And that. StreamYard has made so many changes for the better, if you ask me. Okay, let me go back to that one. I don't know. Not gonna worry about it. But yeah, I had a lot more hot topics that I wanted to discuss, but I can't do them all in an hour, child. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with an update. A lot of us were okay. I may have to change that. Let's do that like this. But I kind of like it. Okay, a lot of us were a little bit disappointed with Pastor Bishop Child Marvin Winans the other day. And as expected, I told you guys that he would be coming out with some type of live video, apology or something. And I want you guys to go ahead and take a look at this because what I want to ask you guys is there such thing as spiritual hypnosis? Do you guys think that some people can be so involved in religion, spirituality, and all of that, that, you know, they don't even know what's really going on with them. That's how I feel when it comes to the lady. She's not going to get any smoke from me, but he's going to continue. Okay. I don't like it. I'm not going to like it. And I ain't changing my mind. But you guys go ahead and take a look at this. But he sat down with the member, Roberta McCoy, and addressed that viral video from the other day. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked.
Up a major misunderstanding that's gone viral on social media.
On Sunday, Pastor Marvin Winans hosted a day of giving. Members of Perfecting Church were asked to donate $1,000 and raise another $1,000 to help finish the new sanctuary in Detroit and support their community programs.
Now I want to pause right there. They were asked to give $1,000, and then he wanted all of the members to just go out and do a separate fundraiser. Okay, and see if you can get 1,000 more. So the lady fulfilled her obligation of the $1,000. As far as her separate fundraiser, yeah, she was only able to raise $235. Let's go ahead and continue.
Pastor Winans asked those giving $2,000 or more to come to the front of the church first, with others following, from the largest donors to,
and he looked crazy right there. Let me continue.
Those donating as little as $1.62. The one member, Roberta McCoy, went viral after someone posted video of her coming to the front with less than $2,000, claiming she was rebuked by Pastor Winans. I spoke exclusively with both Pastor Winans and Roberta McCoy, who says she's been attacked online since that video began spreading.
Now, who been attacking the lady? Who been attacking Roberta? I haven't seen anything. All the attacks that, in my opinion, rightfully so, was directed towards Marvin Winans. I don't even feel comfortable calling him Bishop, child. Me too, Bridget. Me too, sis.
You're the woman in that viral video.
Right.
He did not rebuke you.
He absolutely did not rebuke me. Now, there's a difference. There was a correction, because let me clearly state,
Clear up a major misunderstanding that's gone viral.
that Pastor gave instruction on the lines to get into.
Hypnosis, what's the word? I don't want to join the bandwagon when it comes to the alleged attacks against her. But he gave correction. Pastor did correct me. Girl, bye. The only thing that Pastor should have said was, thank you, sister. Hey, Gia. That's it. That's all. Hey, Pat H. What up, though?
I was calling because the whole church was giving, and it was our day of giving. And the whole church was coming, and we didn't want people standing, the mothers and all that. So I was calling them by increments. And we had someone that had given out of before, and I corrected it, and I told everybody to listen and come when you call. And that's all that was.
He said Sunday was that day was the day of giving. Every day is a day of giving. That's what I'm looking for on Debbie. Thank you so much. Brainwashed. She didn't see anything wrong with Pastor embarrassing her, not only in front of the church, but it went viral in front of the world. Brainwashed is what I was looking for. Hey, Danya. He embarrassed her, and now she's cool. I don't get it, Bridget J. So thank you again, Aunt Debbie, because you definitely put the words that I was looking for. And, I've seen this before, not in my own home church, in Chicago. Shout out to Gresham United Methodist Church. No, this was not right at all. And it's still not right. I don't care what he's trying to come out here and say now. Then, do they have the other clip? He tried to blame content creators. They don't have it there. He tried to blame content creators. No, content creators are only reporting on what you did, sir. That's about it. That's all. Hey, Danya. Go ahead. Let's take a look at the original, and we're going to move on.
Roberta McCoy, giving faith and stand in unity with the vision of Perfected Church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235
Yes, Neva.
and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying.
I can't listen no more. Cece said, what did the pastor give? Pastor, how much did you get the folks back $2,000 of the money that they gave you on previous Sundays. I agree. Neva P said, read the Bible for yourself. Facts. Mama V said, you did not have to be disrespectful, Pastor. Look, he talked to her like she was a little kid. And she took that punishment because you guys saw what I just played a couple minutes ago. No, not my pastor. You know. See, look, lately I've been doing a whole lot of bedside Baptists. And child, again, if something is said that I disagree with, or the tone is not right, or whatever, I just go ahead and turn to another YouTube pastor. Okay. Disrespectful. This is what I hope, though. I do hope that this has been a learning lesson for him and other pastors. You know what I mean? People are giving what they got. Sometimes they're giving more than what they should. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't take care of all the business that they need to do around the house when it comes to utilities and food and everything else. So if you only got $1,235, if she happened to be in another line or whatever the case may be, so be it. You know what I mean? I don't like it at all. And, I see a lot of it probably only because a lot of these pastors of these mega churches do live stream their services and all of that to get my money as well. You know what I mean? But yeah, if I'm touched, I absolutely, they don't have Cash App, child. Well, at least the ones I watch don't. But I will absolutely go ahead and send in my offering. I'm gonna have to pray on it because I'm not a strict tither. I give what I can give, child. God know that's all I got. Okay. Hey, Ebony Dancer, how are you today? Welcome. So yeah, go ahead on somewhere, Bishop Marvin Winans. I want to touch on this real quick though, guys. Real quickly. How many of you guys donate to like non-profit organizations and things like that? I have in the past. Something that I don't do, and I hope you guys don't do it either. You know how the stores say, do you want to round this up to the nearest to donate for this charity? The charity is them. I don't do it. No, give me my money, my pennies. If you're low on change, do what you need to do. Okay, well, Teresa, baby, I hope you weren't a part of this number, sis. Here go a sister right here. Here go a sister right here that scammed over $11 million in government funds. She ran a nonprofit agency. And why is this? Okay. Ran a nonprofit agency. And guess who got the majority of the funds, child? Her Negro. Okay. I'm going to touch on it real quick. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. Let me go ahead. I don't know why. I always click like and it removes it. But anyway, she's 46 years old. Her name is Connie Bobo. She ran the New Heights Community Resource Center in Bridgeton. It's a St. Louis suburb. And she finessed, child, over $11 million in government funds meant to feed the hungry and used it to bail out instead. You guys see her home in the back, beautiful home. They said that she filed fake reimbursement claims, claiming her nonprofit served nearly 6 million meals, but the receipts weren't adding up. The state reportedly sent her millions between 2019 and 2022, and she spent it on 5 luxury properties, including a $1 million mansion that she called her office. Okay. Her office, $1 million. She also invested $2.2 million in real estate and then brought her man-child a bright yellow Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon. You guys see it right there. She going to jail. Yes, she is, Stacy. She going to jail. She going to jail. It's crazy to me. Greed, child. Cece said, is it bad that I think my sons would have chin checked the pastor for talking to me like that. They would have snatched my money back. They are gentlemen unless someone messes with the women in their family. You know, I don't think that is bad. You know, I know though, CC, that you probably raised your sons, not probably, I know you did, with respect and all of that. So I'm sure even if they would have chin checked him, I do believe that they would have done it in a respectful way. But I wish Roberta's one of her sons, a grandson, well, the poor grandson was standing beside her. He was embarrassed. But they need to go ahead and step up for her, you know? But yeah, this lady is crazy. You going to jail. The Negro probably ain't gonna go to jail because you're the one that committed the illegal acts. So they've confiscated, I believe, a lot of the property and all of that. She dropped, let's see, an additional $1.4 million on her man. What else? What else? But the feds pulled up and they arrested her. They claim she refused to cooperate, tried to flee her home, and caused a 2-hour standoff with agents. I can't wait to see the body cam. And her lawyers say she didn't mean to violate the rules. She didn't mean it, y'all. You know what? Before I even move on, hey Tanya Michelle, how are you? Before I move on, let me bring up another dummy ass. Did you guys see the video of the lady that worked at, I believe, T-Mobile, and a woman took her phone in there to get serviced, and the lady that worked there cashed app her damn self $400 from the lady's phone. Let me find that real quickly. Come on in, hit the like button while I scroll. I know Neighborhood Talk got it. It's in my DMs as well too, but let me see. Hit the like button. Give me 30 seconds. It should be coming up soon. Shoot, don't make me go. Is that it? No. All right, you guys know I can't look at one screen while I'm scrolling through the other, but thank you guys for joining me. Let me show you guys this fool here as soon as I find her. Goodness gracious. Come on now. All right, I got to go to my DMs, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, Miss Wynn. I don't know if you are listening, but I see your DM for tonight. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Let me find this fool. She sat there and tried to play dumb and called her mama. Her mama embarrassed her. Okay, it's only entertainment. They got it. All right, guys, I got it. Let's do this since it's similar to the story that we just discussed. And this person also went to jail. Child, bad. Whatever I got, I got. I ain't trying to get no more. It is what it is. Shoot. I get all the way down here on Derek Groves. Hold on, guys. I just had it. Here you go. All right, let's take a look at this. Let me enlarge my screen. Shout out to 122 of you cuties joining me. If you are at work, I thank you for listening from the bushes. Click the like button for me. Take a look at this, guys. Cray. She's was a T-Mobile employee in, where was she? Louisiana? I don't know. It don't matter. Let's go ahead and take a look and a listen.
Please step out front. That's okay. Do you have a separate office or anything like that, or is this just okay? Here we go. Yeah.
And shout out to this police officer. He was on his job. Do you hear me?
Okay, I'm Officer Flores, Assistant Department. Okay, this is Officer Johnson. Okay, we're over here investigating a theft. Okay, with one of your clients that you helped with a phone. Okay, it's an older lady. Her name is Paula or Polly.
Oh, I work at a phone store, so I
Yeah, no, you're fine. I got those earlier today after read her statement. She said that she came in here for a phone problem, saying that she cannot download any apps. Okay. She said that you told her that she has to get a brand new phone because I guess you can't put a SIM card in or some type of card to help her have more storage. So she said that she gave her your phone. She stepped outside to smoke a cigarette, and that you went to her phone, won a cash out, and sent her $400.
No, I didn't do that.
Just lying. Continue watching.
Okay. Well, Do you have the picture?
Yeah. So this is what she's showing us that was on her phone from her Cash App. Yeah, that's you. Okay. All right. Confirming. This is what was sent from her phone to your Cash App.
And it shows.
Ooh, child, now sister, the police officer, it's time for you to get a retwist or something, child.
All right, and it shows right here. Politics, which is our victim, payment received.
And I didn't receive that.
You did. There's $400 that went to your bank account. Cash up.
I didn't even see that come in.
You're the one that did it, so I
did. You can watch our camera. We have cameras angle.
This is your MO. I looked up your jail history.
Now, don't they have some type of uniform policy? You know, I'm looking and judging. She got a scarf on her head, got on blue jeans. They don't have a uniform policy at T-Mobile. I wish I could fast forward this, but let's continue real quickly.
You've been arrested for, you can tell me. Well, I didn't use a credit card, identity theft, all the above. And I guess the complainant gave Kara her phone. She came out here to smoke a cigarette, the complainant. And while doing so, Kara went on her phone, went on her Cash App, and sent her $400. Actually, more than that. $400 actually went through and it was processed, access. I think she tried $500 another time. We looked her up on LCSO website, and this is her MO. Are you willing to send the complainant back, the victim back her money?
Yes.
Now, why would you send us some money if you ain't do it, child?
Let's go ahead and do that.
Mama, tires in the bag.
Okay, but so what happened?
The lady say I cashed out myself. But me, my boss, and
Girl,
we was
back.
in the store full of customers. We was standing. She was standing right there the entire time.
So okay, but you know, proof, you cashed out yourself for money.
That's what she said. When all I was doing was setting up her devices.
Did it show that you cashed out yourself?
Yeah, it was on my Cash App.
Okay, you did.
No, I didn't.
I just wanted you guys to hear the mama. The mama said, well, then you did that. She did that. She sent the money. She got the money and wanted to return the money. Guess what that means? You stole the money. So this is just for you guys. Be careful. Be careful out here. If you need a phone repaired or whatever the case may be, delete all apps like a Cash App and your bank account and all of that. You can always re-upload that. You know how they say, we're going to download all of your information so we can have it and all of that. And yeah, I thought so, Linda Gamble. She looked tacky. Hey, V. Jackson. Yes, Miss Tina, her mama say, well, you did that. And she did. Okay, and she did. All right, we're going to keep this thing moving. Ooh, Pink Diva, go away from me. Okay. All right, let's get into Dreka. She deserved every bit of this, being married to that embarrassing husband of hers, Kevin Gates. Let's be clear, is here. She's finally, thank goodness, filed for divorce a couple months ago, and now she wants $70,000 a month. She wants $27,000 in child support, $46,000 in spousal support. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Dreka, but she's one of those earthy, you know what I mean? Girls love me some Dreka. I think it's Dreka. Love me some her. She's got her farm and animals and all of that, child. The damn farm went into foreclosure. Their Mississippi farm went into foreclosure of over $7 million in unpaid taxes. She had goats and cows and chickens and gardens and everything that she tended to every day. Meanwhile, her husband, Kevin, was flaunting his wealth while she was struggling. He bought 18 luxury vehicles and him a $4.7 million Calabasas mansion. We also know that not too long ago, Brittany Renner was going around saying that, they were married. And guess what he's trying to do with her? He's trying to say that they are not legally married. And Dreka said that is false, that they are. Is $70,000 a month too much? Let me know. I don't think so. I will go high as well. And if the judge give me half of that, then hey, we'll make it do what it do. But he has completely embarrassed her. Yes. You changed your name, Misha. You know, I love your picture. Move with Misha said, I heard he's trying to say they were never legally married. That is exactly what he's trying to say. But she said, no, they were. So, you know, I guess we'll find out in court. Hopefully he didn't pull the wolves over her eyes. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they started off being, Muslims or whatever. I think that's something that he took up when he was locked up in jail, and she was married to him before that. So yeah, get that girl that money. All this embarrassment you've been doing out here. He's one of those that I just cannot stand. And I promise you guys, I love men, black men especially. But the likes of the Kevin Gates and the Gilbert Arenas, and it's a lot of them, child. If I start, I ain't gonna never finish. So yeah, I hope that she gets every dime. I really, really do. Let's see. Dreka deserves that and more. I agree, Jacqueline. Danya said, no, not for putting up with his disgraceful arse. Thank you. Yes, he is, Bridget J. B-A-N. Neva said the Baltimore mayors are going through this now. The same thing. His wife was in charge of the nonprofit. Wow. And she scammed. Oh, did he or the wife or both? Neva P. scam the people. You know? YouTube is showing everybody's name today. Oh, that's what's different. I think I changed some settings. That's fine. You talking about on the screen, Teresa? What do you mean? Let me know real quick. I saw another scam when you ask random people to take your picture with your phone. Scammers will send themselves Cash App, Venmo, Zelles, etc., while you think they are just taking your picture. Facts. Also, them little bottle water boys that's everywhere. Chicago, ATL, all the big cities. You guys know they had a little water boy selling water. There's been a couple people, because they try to get you when you're in traffic. The light gonna turn green, so you're gonna be trying to hurry up, and they'll say, just give me your phone and I'll Cash App myself. I've seen that. And they Cash App themselves hundreds of dollars. So be careful. Your phone, act like it's cash in your hand. Don't just hand over your phone to folks. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and continue. I want to go here real quick. Oh, we got her. Let's go to Keke. I love me some Keke Palmer. Before I even bring the story up, though, I want to ask you guys, Keke Palmer is receiving a lot of backlash because she is the executive producer of a new network, which is called Key TV. That's her network. But she's the executive producer of a show called Southern Fried Rice. And in that show, they follow an Asian woman who was raised by a Black family. And that Asian woman is now attending an HBCU. People are saying that, you're a little tone deaf, Keke. You're a little tone deaf. I want you guys to let me know once I play this. Well, do you think she's tone deaf? Shout out to you guys that's changing your Cash App pins while we are live. Good for you. I don't have a pin. Maybe I need to set up one. I will. Let me write that down. Cash App pin. But I think she's a little tone deaf because a lot of HBCUs currently have been affected because of the orange man and him doing what he do best, taking shit from, like our people. So yeah, I think, maybe shine a light on that. They've lost funds. What is the a lot of the minority contracts the universities have lost and all of that, especially HBCUs. Just this past week or two, We know that people were storming HBCUs as far as their homecoming celebrations and all of that, causing a ruckus. And yeah, now is not the time, in my opinion, to see somebody that don't look like us being celebrated going to an HBCU. Okay, but let's go ahead and take a look at
Too
Keke.
much of your time, but I wanted to chop it up real quick about this series called Southern Fried Rice that's premiering on Key TV, that is receiving some controversial feedback. Now, Southern Fried Rice was created by Nakia Stevens, and while I can't speak to her inspiration for the show, I can speak to her dedication as a creative. I mean, Nakia has written, show ran, and produced 4 shows alongside her Damn Right Originals team with Key TV. And Key TV has proudly invested over $500,000 on her creations. And I say that because it's not easy to obtain that kind of investment. And Key TV, this is the
All right, so basically, this is just really a commercial for Key TV, child. But Keke said, as a professional tap dancer and court jester for most of my life, not complaining. I can tell you that it's imperative people of color have jobs outside of just being the talent or the player on a team. It's my mission with Key TV Network to help fund and support the creators of color, behind the scenes, giving them a chance to tell their own story. Did she quite? Let's see.
Father and Son Do-Over, Zero and Eric McCoy.
I'm not doing all that. All right, but she said this. Now, y'all know I love a good story with some heart, a little humor, and a lot of mess. Then she said, introducing. I thought she said something else as far as the backlash. Anyway, people said that this is a pointless concept. Should have been about an Asian navigating a PWIS, and some of them were fighting tooth and nail to get rid of affirmative action. This person said, I think it was a great idea to make a production like this. Every family is different. This person said they, I ain't got nothing against no Asians, child. Literally went to the Supreme Court 2 years ago because Black people were getting accepted into Ivy League schools, and you decided to make a show that centers around an HBCU and make the star of the show Asian. Thoughts. I love me some Keke. Hey, Taylor. I love me some Keke. She's a young Angela Bassett. She is Chi-Town, a suburb, but she's Chi-Town. I just think that she's tone deaf at the moment. I probably would have pushed this back just a little, considering the tone right now of the country. But, I love her, so not too much on Keke. Green Bass said, and most non-Black people that go to HBCUs are usually there because they are on a full ride scholarship. You said it, Reen, not me. Donnie said, I love Keke too, but that's crazy work. Yeah, it's tone deaf. Now is not the time. And look, again, I love her, but Keke is not affected by a lot of these things that's currently going on. You know what I'm saying? She's Hollywood and got her roles and podcasts and all of that. And yeah, but not too much on Keke. Not too much. All right, let's get into some mess, child. Teresa tried to talk about this earlier today. I said, girl, can you just wait till we go live about it? Dr. Hellishly, or as Millie Chan call her, Elaine, has been demoted when it comes to Married to Medicine. But she came out and said the only reason why she's been demoted is because Bravo doesn't allow cast members to run for Congress. As you see over here in the comment section, somebody that's laughing is Toya Bush Harris. But let's go ahead, take a look at Dr. Hellish Lee. I'm a pause. She sat down with Pastor Jamal Bryant, and people's like, well, wait a minute now. You couldn't even really appear on the show for Giselle, but you sitting down discussing Married to Medicine. Hey, Leah's grandma plus Elijah. Let's go ahead and take a look.
To run for office. We're not allowed to run for office, but hell, I didn't know it. And ignorance is bliss. But maybe I had already switched the thing. And if I feel like I'm changing. I'm doing something unprecedented.
Yeah.
Because initially it took them 8 weeks to get my contract together because they said you can't do it. You can't tell me what I can do.
That's right.
Then they did it again, the same thing, right? It took them 8 weeks. We only filmed 12 weeks. It took them 8 weeks. They had to get outside counsel.
So that means Hellishly is definitely gonna have limited TV time. Thank you, Lord. Over there on Married to Medicine when it comes back. Because all that Yo Mama and all of that, I was over it a long time ago. But if it took them 8 weeks to try to get their her contract together, they only filmed for 12 weeks. That only leave 4 child.
Outside counsel to see if they could cover it, how they could cover it,
Right.
And things like that. And they came back and and they got the parameters where they can show it on the show. I didn't know on Bravo you ain't allowed to run for office.
When you win.
When I win.
When you
when I win
win,
and speak it.
are you gonna still be able to do the show?
That's a question.
Yeah.
But when God gave me the plan, I didn't see the show in it.
Mm.
I didn't see the show in it. Now, trust me, when we'll probably have one more. Okay, am I talking too much, Freddie?
You talk too much for me. That's all the people over here need to know right now. Hellishly said, if she wins that seat in Congress, she may not be back on the show. So a lot of you guys may get your wish. It's not that I dislike Hellishly at all. It's just that, she was a tad bit too ghetto for my liking. I was shocked that nobody put them paws on her a long time ago, dating back to Mariah Huck. Again, I don't like them, that Yo Mama. We don't play like that. We didn't play. The majority of the people from where I'm from, we didn't play the dozens where you say Yo Mama this and Yo Mama, only thing we say, Yo Mama stepped on a crack and broke her back or whatever. But other than that, we don't do that. Who said? Sis said that week. So you all's wish, a lot of you guys have been granted. To the Patroni Cuties, we are absolutely watching Married to Medicine. I believe they're coming back November the 30th. Let me make sure I click like, and shout out to the Instagram page, Mr. Housewives. If you guys are not following, make sure to do so. We'll still be watching. Child. Okay, Nibby, you say the wife. Oh, the husband didn't know, sis. We're gonna have to talk about that tomorrow. Peace, love, and light. Say I just may start watching back again. Yes, I saw the trailer, Linda Gamble, but I cannot show it because Bravo, baby, is quick with them copyright strikes. You hear me? Shout out to 167 of you guys. Let me just go ahead and say this. It's in my title. Wendy, you a damn fool. You are a fool. And can the people let me know? She's trying to get her case separated from her husband, Eddie. Is it trouble in paradise, child? Is this a tactic? But anyway, as you guys can see, shout out to a Bravo snark side. She calls her arrest illegal, and she demands that her trial be separated from her husband, Eddie's. She also demands to know if investigators had a confidential informant. No, it was just them emails. Yes, Tam, it was just them emails. They didn't need a confidential informant for the emails where Eddie emailed you and said, hey, do we have anything else we can add to this to get this up to $423,000? But anyway, I believe this was Us Weekly. Yes, originally. They had the first scoop. And again, she says she's the victim of an illegal arrest. And her lawyers filed new court documents October 17th as part of her criminal case in Maryland. The reality star demanded all charges, each and every one of them, be dismissed due to alleged defects in the charging documents. In addition, Wendy demanded all evidence be suppressed because of an unlawful search or seizure. Once the feds get involved, Wendy, is nothing illegal about that. Oh, Danya said, I'm sick of Wendy, old crooked arse. The Bravo star also asked for all wire and verbal communications to be suppressed as well because of unlawful interception. No, ma'am. In the filing, Wendy's lawyers claimed his client was illegally arrested. The reality star's counsel said all admissions, statements, or confessions should not be allowed as evidence because they were unlawfully obtained. What that told me is when Wendy and Eddie, separately or both, when they got there down there to that Popo station and they started being questioned by them detectives, they absolutely gave statements and confessions, in my opinion. If not, it wouldn't even be in this. So now we're not going to throw that out. You know what I mean? Wendy also asked that the trial of co-defendants be severed from the trial of this defendant. Eddie was hit with charges over the same allegations. In a separate filing, Wendy's lawyers demanded the prosecutors turn over the evidence they possess. She demanded a list of all the witnesses prosecutors plan to call and any polygraph results of witnesses questioned by law enforcement. Wendy also wanted to know if the prosecutors had any confidential informants who worked again on the investigation and asked for all copies of the official police report. What are you all's thoughts on this? I don't know what's up with this screen, man. Oh, child. Hold on. Let me do something. I got to open up another StreamYard because that looks crazy. Let me mute myself. Give me 1 second. Okay, that's a little better. What are your thoughts? Misha said Wendy is a prime example of having book sense, but no common or street sense. Facts, sis. Facts. I said that when they got caught up in this mess. She may be trying to pull a Teresa Giudice. She definitely needs to go, but she may be trying to pull a Teresa Giudice. Well, Teresa went to jail, sis. What you mean by that? Teresa went to jail. Her and Juicy Joe had to serve at different times, you know. One stayed home with the kids while the other was locked up, and then Juicy Joe went in, and then he was deported after. Let me know what you mean by that. When the prosecution presents those emails, return receipts, and photos showing her wearing the so-called stolen stuff, it's going to be an open and shut case. I agree, and that's why I said she's a fool. Because I wouldn't have, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know who's in her ear. I wouldn't have come out here and said this. I wouldn't have, especially, even if, for instance, she tried to fight behind the scenes when it comes to this. Make sure those documents are locked where no one can get them. You know what I mean? And if your lawyers are saying all of this, the public should never know. But no. I don't think that they just picked Wendy out the clear in W-E, not W-I, out the clear blue skies, child, and said, I think we want to just make up this on her and say this. And I don't know if you guys noticed in everything that I read, there was no denial. There was no denial. Janice, is it Janice? I think so many people want to give Wendy a pass. I agree. She is a fool. Wendy also needs to remember all calls are recorded with insurance companies. Facts. Wendy is trying. Okay, that's what you meant, sis. She trying to separate the cases just in case they both get jail time. Maybe she can stay back with the kids. Okay. Got you. Okay, I just saw that comment. Yeah, girl, bye. Girl, bye. Be quiet. And all of the comments over there are basically saying that this person, you guys can't see it, that girl, sit all the way down. Another person says silence is golden. Another person said her 4 degrees gives her an illusion of grandeur. She thinks she is smarter than everyone else because of that. She has so much to say about Karen and her defense, but She is not doing any better. Totally agree. So yeah, girl, I don't know what to tell her, but yeah, it's a mess to me. All right, I may have I do. I have time to get to 2 last stories. And I'm going to start this off. Look, they like-minded individuals, if you ask me. I'm going to start it off with Kanye West, and I'm going to end it with Nicki Minaj. Kanye openly has admitted to having some type of mental challenges. I don't know if it's schizophrenia, bipolar. I don't know. I'm definitely not trying to diagnose him. But when it comes to this, I'm on Kanye West's side. I am on his side. And now, a day after he came out and spoke about this, Kim Kardashian says she has a brain aneurysm or something. Prayers up if she do. I just look at the Kardashians like everything that they do is calculated. And yeah, if we come out here and say, see, I'm real small on this screen on my end. Let me look at how I look on this phone. Yeah, I'm real small on this phone too, child. I don't know what's going on. But I ain't got time to figure it out now. But you guys see Northwest. Before I even play what Kanye West said, is this too grown for a 12-year-old girl? Neva said, I believe she can't because she would get more press than other candidates. She can't. Oh, you're talking about hellishly. Okay. I am real small, child. It's okay. It is what it is. You guys hit the like button for me. Shout out to 173 of you. Take a look at the screen. Give me your thoughts before I click play when it comes to Northwest. Is this too grown? Diane say, yes, it is for my granddaughter. She has jailhouse tattoos. These aren't real tattoos. So these were drawn on. She has her own little style. I get it. She got the henna tattoo on her hand. She got the jewelry. She got the nail polish. She got the blue hair, the braids. Is it too grown? Teresa say yes, way too grown. All right. 12 years old. Peace, love, and light. Tam said too much. Let's go ahead and take a listen to what Kanye had to say.
I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said, I'm not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say so. And then when people say, oh, they're going to use this for you in court, I didn't have a say so on whether or not they went to Sierra Canyon. Most men do not, there's no such thing as 50-50 custody with in society today. That's not even, it always leans towards the mom. But right now, and I'm happy that you guys got to see just a small piece of what I dealt with. You understand what I'm saying?
All right, give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on what Kanye had to say. Now, the only thing that I'll say about this is he's blaming Disney and TikTok, the owners of these companies, where this girl's mother, Kim Kardashian, is allowing her to be on. So is it the owners of your child is no different. As long as there is parental consent, then yeah, they're going to let that child go ahead and make videos or whatever on that platform. So, but I don't disagree with him. Somebody said North looks like she's gothic. I can agree with that. I already know she's not a teenager yet. I already knew that she would have her own flair and style because we've gotten glimpses of that. I have throughout the years anyway. Beautiful little girl. But this is too much. And Kim needs to reel it in my opinion. Her child, her business. But what CC said, too much. Move with me. She said she always dresses too old, in my opinion. I agree. Bridget J told me, girl, you getting smaller and smaller. Bridget J, this for you, sis. Because, girl, Girl, what's going on? Why I'm getting smaller and smaller. But yeah, you know, people have teased Kanye. And I do think that he does have mental issues. You know, Perez child going up for Kim Kardashian, just like I mentioned about Mel the other day, because they tapped to these Negroes, so them kids are at least grown, 21. You really tap for life. Kids in common is, you know, kids together is kids together, period. But as far as some sense of peace and freedom, yeah, at least 18. You know what I'm saying? So Kim Kardashian went through a lot with Kanye, but he does have, or should have, in my opinion, some type of say so when it comes to how much we've seen of North and her style. It's been a little risque, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they kids, child, they business. Let me see what you guys are saying before I get to this last one. Diane say, what is he talking about? Jacqueline said, but allegedly he's not that engaged with his children on a regular basis. I think Kim just did an interview saying the kids hadn't heard from him in 2 months. I might be remixing that, but it's been a while. Thank you. You know what? She did. That's when she really gave a glimpse into being married to Kanye and how she would wake up with 8 Lambos in the driveway, and then the next day he had given them all to the friends and all of that. But when she spoke on how long it's been since the kids saw their dad, I didn't know if she was saying that he hasn't made an attempt or there's something in place as to why. And something that could be in place as to why is some of this behavior that Kanye exhibits out here in these streets. You know what I mean? Child, Neva P. I still got it, child. Neva say Eddie looked like he was on that ish, baby. Here you go, sis. Baby, Eddie was getting high, allegedly, in my opinion, off his own supply. I agree, child. Look at Eddie's eyes compared to the other side with him and Wendy. Ooh, child. Okay, let's go ahead and get to this last one, guys. Last one, and then I'll spend some time, the little time I'll have left with you guys. But Nicki Minaj need a 5150. Any barbs in the chat? Any barbs in the chat? Are you a barb? If so, let me know. Because I'm not. I believe she can't because she would get more okay, I read that already, Neva P. Nicki Minaj. I don't even have on my thumbnail, so I'm just gonna put this up. Well, they don't have her up either. You guys take a listen. Now, last week and week before last, and the week before that, and the week before that, and the week before that, Nicki Minaj was going at Cardi B. Nicki Minaj has been going at Jay-Z and Rock Nation and Desiree Perez and just everybody, okay? I believe somehow that Tasha K and Nicki Minaj may be having some type of conversations because people are now calling Tasha K a mouthpiece for Nicki. They are alleging that an ex-stylist stole millions of dollars. Ra Ali is in the mix as well, as far as doing something allegedly illegal when it comes to Nicki Minaj. But now she's on Gucci Mane's wife, Keisha K. Orr. And Keisha and K. Orr sat down with the Breakfast Club this week. And, I wish I would have sent myself that picture. Let me see if I can email myself real quick. But on that interview with the Breakfast Club, which phone is it on, child? Keisha admitted that Gucci Mane got a lot of issues. And as his wife, she has taken over when it comes to everything. His social media. If he's having an episode, she'll make sure that he does not have access. She will make sure the passwords are changed. If she notices behavior and, physically, if she's with him, she got different means that she's put into place as far as shutting everything down. At one point, she said security. She had them to pick him up and take him to the hospital to be admitted. And Nicki Minaj got a problem with that. And Nicki, I'm just gonna tell you, your folks probably, in my opinion, need to do the same. Now, before I get to the audio of Nicki, let me stop sharing this. I want to ask you guys this. Is this what Keisha K or is given when it comes to Gucci Mane? I don't think so, but a lot of people do. Now, some of you youngins may not remember this, but you guys remember the Mike Tyson and Robin Givens interview? And in that interview, people were trying to say that Robin Givens just took over everything, and that Mike was sitting there, not his self and all of that. You think this what is given, Teresa? You think so? You guys put your thoughts in, put a 1 in the chat if you agree with the moves that Keisha K-Or has made as Gucci Mane's wife. Put a 2 in the chat if you think that, yes, given Robin Givens and Mike Tyson. Safe travels, Sonia. Okay. Let's see. Are you guys putting it? Okay, 111. She's done everything that she should as a wife. Okay, Danya said no, nothing like Robin. I don't think so either, but Alf do chow. Alf do ooh chow. RQM said 2-2. Okay. Well, okay. Oh Lord, peace, love, and light as well. All right, I'm gonna put mine in here. I'm gonna put a 1. Maybe I should have put 1. Oh, I can't delete my comment. I'm gonna put 1-ish. And the reason why I'm giving this a ish is in that sit down with the Breakfast Club, there were a couple things that Keisha Kayor kept saying, but the one that irked me the most, he's sick. Now, see, I said, no, you sick. So yeah, I'm shutting this down. Or he's sick. I think she could have used a better choice of words when it comes to if he was having an episode or not. I did not like that. Okay. I did not like that. Also, Keisha Kayor is selling courses, $525 per person. But she said she'll just listen to your problems. Now, she's not no mental health therapist or a psychologist or nothing like that. So, I feel like that's another reason why I gave this a ish, is because, if you did this out the kindness of your heart for your husband, why you got to charge other folks? But as a wife, I feel like she absolutely moved in a way that she should have. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. But let's go ahead and take a quick listen, child, to Nicki Minaj and her husband need to go ahead and do something because it's too much. Shout out to Live Bites. Let's go ahead and take a quick listen, guys.
Bitches is outside thinking they filters was coming with them. Bitch, you ain't have an allergic reaction, bitch. You had an allergic filter.
This chick is cuckoo, in my opinion only. But she's talking about, and a lot of people, they were talking about it. She looked a little different, sitting down with the Breakfast Club, talking about Keisha Kayor. A lot of people felt like maybe she had some new fillers in her cheeks and her forehead and her chin and lips and everything. She didn't look bad to me. Let me just say that. But she did look different, But anyway, let's continue.
Giddy. Bitch face looking like oatmeal. Stop it. Okay. Don't you ever play. Nah, this is enough. Bitches
is that normal? If let's say Teresa called me on the phone and she talking like this, girl, I'm hanging up on your ass. Do you hear me? Let's go to the next one. Oh, that's all they got.
Outside thinking they filters was coming.
Shoot. Anyway, dog it. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I see anything else on Live Bites because she went on and on and on. Let me do something real quick. Let's get to another one because I know they got it. Oh, let's listen to Tasha.
And I asked Nikki about this. I said, why are you doubling down on Rod giving out a nod? Because that's not what happened. The security gave the nod. Everyone knows that. That's the cameraman, right? But I guess maybe it's to get in the other side, get under the other side's skin and stuff like that. But I'm just like, it just seemed too.
All right, Tasha K talking about the knot on Cardi B's forehead. And girl, I just don't understand why you are still. She didn't mention her name. Still talking about Cardi B. But I just wanted you all's opinion when it comes to Nicki Minaj. I do feel like that there is something wrong. Peace, love, and light. Totally agree. Her rants are weird, and they've gotten weirder as time continues to go on. She got off of her tour, and she hasn't stopped. And yeah, something that her husband needs to do is what Keisha Kayor does for Gucci Mane. And that's snatch that phone and delete all them apps. Change the passwords. But this is something that I said, well, now I don't know who wore it first. But hold on, guys. If you look at it, they have been caught, or not caught, but they've worn the same outfits. And a lot of people said this is why Nicki Minaj has a problem with her, because, you know, she claims that Keisha Kayor will see her in an outfit and then go buy it. So you guys see the first one. My thing is, when they make one, they don't stop. Here's a dress, same dress. Here's a Gucci athletic two-piece set, different colors, but same thing. Here's this dress that neither one of them should have worn. It's a hot mess to me. I think Nicki wore hers to some type of fashion show, though. Keisha probably just wore this child to go to the mailbox. Here is another dress, same dress. Here is what Nicki came out and said before we heard the audio. She said, Gucci wife has been trying to be me for years, been dying for the spotlight for years. She's there to keep Gucci sedated. Gucci hates Deb Antony. They don't want Deb around me. She's around me now. Y'all know I'm not lying saying that she probably wore that to the mailbox, child. She just overdoes it too much for me. But look, self-made boss. She held Gucci Mane down when he was locked up. The money that he gave us, she flipped it. She got that weight off of him because Gucci Mane child he was looking just like Rick Ross when it comes to size, and a little worse than Rick Ross, you know. So got her husband in shape and all of that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know who wore it first in any of these looks. And there is some copyrization going on. That one Cece said Keisha seems to be stalking Nicki. Security. Who snaps out of schizophrenia with just a finger snap? Gone on now, Keisha. Did I miss that part? She says she could snap her finger and Gucci Mane is done. So y'all saying it is given. Let me bring it back up, child. Let me bring it back up. Y'all saying it is given Robin Givens and Mike Tyson. Let's see. Ever since Nicki has been with Kenneth the Petty, she's been uber weird and strange. Yeah, I hate to agree. My opinion only. I hate to agree. That's TK way to throw subliminals at Cardi for sure. I wouldn't touch Cardi with a 10-foot pole, though. I'm not even going to throw subliminals. If allegedly a portion of all this money that I'm making has to go to her until that judgment is paid off. Child, don't even say car by me. If it's a car pulling up, don't even say car. That's too much like Cardi, you know? Let's see. She obtained her U.S. citizenship by being married to Gucci. Allegedly, she's from Jamaica and she's 46. Is she 46? I do know at one point people were making a fuss that she wasn't showing her other kids. I think she got 2 kids before she had the 2 with Gucci. And then also, what else did they say about Keisha Kayor? Shoot, I can't think of it now, but yeah, she looked good to be 46 if she is. Misha said, I don't believe Nikki has anybody close to her that care about her because the entire world is witnessing her spiraling for a long time and it's getting worse. I agree. She didn't have Gucci money, Unique Monique. Unique Monique. She did have her brand and all of that, but even she has come out and said that, because of the flipping of the money that Gucci Man gave her right before he got locked up, because of that, she was able to really, really put her brand out there in the face of people, Diane say I'm not a Nicki fan at all. At all. Some of her music I do like, but Nikki can't talk about anybody copying anybody's style because in my opinion, she copied everything from Lil Kim. So, it is what it is what a lot of these rap girlies do. Keisha Kayor is doing what she feels like is best when it comes to her husband. And he didn't sit there looking sedated to me. He seems grateful. And look, that's their business. Miss Tina says she protected him from the beginning, even in prison. It wasn't a money grab. And you're right. It was not a money grab for her. Robin, on the other hand, hurt Mike Tyson and reputation. Totally agree. Why? I could be girl, bye. I'm gonna hang up on your earth. I think she has to use sick instead of other. Okay, that's a good way to look at it. I didn't like that. Still, Jacqueline, and I do think that she could have said having one of his episodes. So I get what you're saying, but if you notice a change in behavior, and you guys go watch that Breakfast Club interview. I only caught the clips, but she's going through a lot as a wife. She still could have said, you're having an episode, not you're sick. And I told him, you're sick. No, maybe it's a barrier because she is from Jamaica. I don't know. Can't stand that weird voice, child. That's all I need to know when it comes to Nikki. As his wife who's dealing with him and his mental issues that can potentially affect her, I don't see how she's wrong. No, she's not wrong. Again, the choice of words was sick for me. Cece said, a couple more comments and then we're going to get out of here. Cece said, Keisha needs to sit down with a fake therapy session. Maybe she can show people how to navigate the mental health system on their loved ones' behalf. Yeah. She's a hustler. She's going to capitalize on an idea whenever she thinks the trend will garner money. Yeah, but for that, child, I'll just speak for myself. I wouldn't have done it. You know what I mean? Because in a sense, she's trying to act like it is because of me and what I did with my husband and what I was saying to my husband and the steps that I took and all of that is because of me that he's well. I didn't like that. You commend her for being his person when going through his episodes. Not everyone can handle that. I agree. I believe she handled him appropriately. She made that man look like a new dollar. If she wanted to leave him, she could have done it while he was in jail. She actually flipped his money. After working in the mental health field for many years, you need someone that supports you because when they have episodes, it can be difficult. Most people walk away because they can't take it. That's the best comment to leave off on. And I agree. Because just imagine if we're keeping it real, had she not been there, would he still be here with us? You know what I'm saying? And look, those vows are something else, for better or for worse. So she has stood by Gucci's side. during all of the worst times. So, I do hope that he continues on this path of making sure that his mental health is top priority for him. He looks good. Okay. He looks good. He looks healthy. He's working out. And I ended on how Gucci was looking. Okay. So look, shout out to Keisha Kiowa. Let me see if I can find an old picture of Gucci. And then we'll be out of here. Old. Because, baby, ooh, child. Let me bring these up. She did the damn thing when it comes to Gucci, child. And I'm proud of him. You know what I mean? He is talking about how he's even reached out to other artists and all of that he disrespected. I don't know if you guys remember that verses that he had against Young Jeezy, but things could have went left. And he said that it was because of Jeezy only why it didn't go left. And he said that that inspired him to change going forward. He said he admired how Jeezy handled that because he said his boys was back there with the pow pows on go, ready, But this is how Keisha Kiowa found Gucci. You guys see it? This is how she found him, child. And yeah, Gucci Mane looks good. He does. So kudos to the wife. It's not an easy job. And for some, it's harder than others. And as a wife, I can do nothing. As his wife, I can do nothing but give her kudos. You know what I mean? Marriages are between two people. No matter what none of us say or how we feel. So I'm sticking with. I didn't like the sick when she kept saying sick, and I wouldn't have sold any type of mental health course, period. But as a wife, she did the damn thing. So that's why she got a 1-ish. Al said, I commend Keisha Kiowa. Let me get this old Gucci off my screen, child. Al said, I commend Keisha Kiowa for her commitment to Gucci. I don't know if I have that level of strength to oversee someone with mental health challenges that he has. She left their earth in Jamaica. Oh, child, Sellison, you talking about the kids? Keisha's kids are good. They don't want to be in the limelight. Okay. Keisha, where your kids at? See, Sellison then came in here trying to start some mess. That's not what she meant when she said snap out of it. This is why everyone has their own opinions and interpretations. And you know what, Unique? We all will always have that. So some of us could hear some things and take it one way, and you're right. Somebody else can interpret it totally different. I don't have the clip, Sellison. You said play the clip where Nikki thanked Gucci 3 years ago, but mind you, Nikki left Gucci label 15 years ago. I don't have a clip, sis. Are you a Barb? And if you are, that's fine. But Deb Antony, Waka Flocka's mom, who was at one point Nikki and Gucci Mane's manager, there is, oh child, do I have it? There is a clip where Deb and Antony came out, and she said that the downfall between Nicki Minaj and Gucci Mane happened because Gucci Mane wanted to sleep with her at the time. So if Nicki Minaj is at the point now, I'm not gonna be able to find it. And I had all these longer clips in my DM of Nicki Minaj and that audio. But if she, as of 3 years ago, Sellison, has been able to get through everything that her manager that's still with her, Deb Antony, said, then kudos to her. You know what I mean? Kudos to her. But Deb said that man wanted him some Nicki Minaj. He wanted to, wham bam and thank you, ma'am. And Nicki wasn't having it. All right, guys. I wish I had more time to discuss some more That's why I like my evening late night lives. We got up to about 180 people today. Shout out to you guys. I wish I had time to talk about this gambling ring that's going on with these NBA stars. They didn't try to put my LeBron in it and go away from me with this. LeBron ain't had nothing to do with nothing. But they're saying that he knew one of the guys that's been arrested. It don't matter if he knew him or not. She didn't do it by herself. They have a team. Keisha just became a U.S. citizen in 2019. Okay, kudos to her. Look, I got subscribers from all over the world, so you don't have to be a U.S. citizen. You know what I mean? All right. Oh, I wish I had some time because y'all trying to set it off. But maybe I need to not have time, John. Cellison that came on in here. She's a barb. And Cellison got some things to say. But Cellison, we are out of time, sis. We out of time. Shout out again to all of the cuties. Thank you guys for joining me. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to my cutie mods. Shout out to the cutie crew. Cutie crew, I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Please make sure to come and support Miss Wynn. But again, shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me for this Hot Topics Live. And I'll chat with you guys soon. Bye. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT.